Marilyn Ralston. Marilyn Ralston is a longtime contributor to the Bellevue University Athletic Department and has helped student athletes with opportunities to realize their academic potential since becoming involved with the department over 30 years ago. Ralston donates annually to the Marilyn Ralston Book Fund, which helps supply money for textbooks to qualified BU student athletes. She can be seen at nearly every Bruin home event and has served as an honorary coach on numerous occasions over the past 3 decades. Since becoming involved with BU athletics in the late 1980s, she, along with her late husband Gene, helped raise money for various programs, sell tickets, keep score, sell concessions, and whatever else was needed to be done. Gene attended BU in the 1970s and graduated cum laude. He also assisted with the Alumni Phonathon. He received the BU Alumni Achievement Award in 2000. Marilyn had an enjoyment for sports of all kinds, and it shows with her continued involvement and support of the Bruins. It's a great hobby for her. She is also known by NCAA baseball teams that practice at Roddy Field as the Gatorade Lady, bringing her coolers of cold drinks for the teams who practice. Marilyn grew up on a farm in Oakland, Iowa. She has 1 sister and 3 brothers. She graduated from high school in 1959, then began working as an assistant in a doctor's office. She married Gene, who was from West Side, Iowa. He was in the military and stationed at Offutt. They also spent time in Illinois and Texas before returning to Offutt, where Gene retired and began his career as an insurance underwriter. Marilyn's daughter, Debbie, and her husband, Ron, have 2 children, Ren and Kylie, who attend Bellevue East High School and are heavily involved in athletics.
Hi, I'm Mary Hawkins, president of Bellevue University, and it is my honor to talk today about Marilyn Ralston. The Ralston family even precedes my coming to Bellevue University. Gene and Marilyn started going to baseball games in the 80s and just became big fans, big supporters of the university. I arrived in '95 and started seeing Marilyn and Gene at games and wondering who they were, and was so excited to meet them, and now I see them all the time. They're at all the home games. They do so much for the students. They're at banquets. They're just constantly there. And it's not only Marilyn now that, and sadly that Gene passed away, but Debbie and her family. So we've seen that family for now 30, 40 years at Bellevue University sports games and events, and also at things like the Hall of Fame dinner, the basketball gala, the athletes annual dinner, just anything that we've got going on at Bellevue, we find Marilyn Ralston there. What's very meaningful to me for the support that Marilyn and Gene and Debbie and her husband and the grandchildren have given is it's not so much about the university, it's really about the students. And Marilyn's connected with the students, and I think it's great because so many times the students, athletes, are here without much family around. So Bellevue and people like Marilyn become part of those athletes' families. And it's a neat thing to see the connection. And when you think about the kind of people you would want students to connect to, it'd be hard to find anyone with more character, higher morals, better values, more sincere, giving, and caring than Marilyn Ralston. Wow, Marilyn's undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. You've got an array of things. First of all, her long-term support of Bellevue University athletics is just unparalleled. I'm not sure we have a fan that goes back as long as Marilyn. 2, she's very sincere and looks for opportunities to support the athletes. So her Ralston book giving is huge. She realizes that some of the students don't have all of the means to afford school, and she helps them by raising money and giving money out for books so that they get book vouchers from the bookstore, because unfortunately one of the very expensive things about going to college is buying books. So very sincere on that. She supports the coaches, and then she leads by example. And I don't think that there's any person that has a better image that I would more associate with Bellevue University athletics over a long term than Marilyn Ralston. We love you. We are so happy you're part of our family, and I know you will never know all of the impact you have on students. Congratulations, Marilyn. You are most deserving, and I'm so happy that you've received this honor to join our Hall of Fame.
Please welcome Hall of Fame member Marilyn Ralston.
Well, I'm not an athletic person. I'm not a coach. I'm a booster who loves to watch the kids play ball. So, a little bit about me. I'm from Oakland, Iowa. I grew up on a family home farm, raised and born there, went to country school, didn't play sports because we didn't have many sports in high school. I was a 4-H member and a Rainbow of Girls, which is part of Eastern Star, and loved it. I worked at a doctor's office, met my husband. We came back to Offutt, and we were here for a while. He was sent overseas to Okinawa. I went back to the farm because we had an unaccompanied tour. Came back to Offutt, and he got an assignment to Vietnam. We stayed here in Bellevue, came back, and decided that he needed to prepare himself for work after he retired from the Air Force. So he went to Bellevue University, enrolled in the night program, got his degree, met a lot of the athletes who were doing the phone-a-thon, and convinced himself that's what he wanted to do. So that's when we got involved with the Bellevue University sports and love it ever since. I'm so glad to be a part of it. And thank you for putting me into the Hall of Fame. And you've got a great bunch of athletes and teachers and people. And I loved every bit of it. And you will see me at the ball games, at home. Sometimes we travel away from home. And thanks for putting me in the Hall of Fame. I appreciate it.